104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric? He is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Morning, Houston, Texas. It's Wednesday, September 18 of 2024 at 6:01 a.m. And it's the gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. Today is someone's birthday, but today is also National Cheeseburger Day.
Yeah, that's
Every day is a day.
Yes.
So, burgers. We're going to have burgers today.
Bacon on there.
So I'm going to tell you. So I'm
Wait,
gonna
we are?
Eat a burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have a little burger visit.
Place called, so they want to give us burgers.
Yes.
Celebrate the day.
It helps that the burgers are on my husband's bread, so you better like the bread.
Man, this burger's really good. The bread.
But the bread is
yeah.
the best. Or maybe, no. Yes, of course it is. Ha ha ha.
Hey, look at all these
It's
places you
National
can get
Cheeseburger
free.
Day. Where are you going to get free burgers
Not
today?
free,
Thank you for printing out this list because I didn't click the link
cheaper.
yet. So thank you for making
Burger
it easy for me.
deals.
Burger King Rewards members. Rewards members means you got to sign
You
up
got
for
to
this
get the
stuff.
app.
You get a free cheeseburger if you spend $1. Wendy's will sell you a junior bacon cheeseburger for 1 penny if you buy something else.
don't
Not
have a
just today, through Sunday.
Whoa.
Do you have to have the app on that one?
It doesn't
Yeah,
say that.
I would imagine. I think most of these deals around the
It
world
doesn't say
are
that.
to incentivize you to get the app.
McDonald's has a 50-cent double cheeseburger through the app. Dairy Queen, free double cheeseburgers through their app if you spend $1. Every single one that needs the app access will tell you. That deal also runs through Sunday. So Dairy Queen and Wendy's are stretching it to Sunday. Buffalo Wild Wings has a buy one, get one deal for loyalty members.
It really is brilliant.
I don't think I got
because
a burger at
BW3.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Okay.
there for wings if I'm going there.
Wait,
I'm not-
Eric, I thought of you because your background is from Chicago. We played the Bears on Sunday, and I had gone to go run some errands on Sunday in the afternoon, and there was a Buffalo Wild Wings near me. And the only reason I noticed this is because there was like a pack of Bears fans, all in the jerseys, like 15 of them, coming out of a Buffalo Wild Wings. And I was in the parking lot. I go, why are they going there?
What time?
I was so disappointed for them. It was like 2:00. And I go, why are they, all the way from Chicago tourists have come to Houston, Texas. They went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Don't they have one in Chicago?
Yeah.
There's a million
national
places to eat
franchise.
here. There's a million places
You
around
go,
here.
you go with comfort.
Maybe Saturday they went Tex-Mex.
Yeah. Maybe they're
And then they went to a
hungover.
steak-
Barbecue.
And they probably went to a steak place or barbecue that night, and then they got to go light with less meat, so they get chicken wings.
I don't know,
They
man.
don't, and they probably they don't know.
I think it's a comfort thing. Like
And they probably
Ryan
get together
was
with a bunch of people. Hey, let's meet over in this place.
Yeah.
I know
I
there's
just can't
bars
believe how
for every
many people-
team.
There's good discounts. There's good
Mm-hmm.
For
deals.
opposing, like for visiting teams or football days or what?
Football days.
Yeah.
I
You
love
don't-
Buffalo Wild Wings is my
Yeah.
spot, and I
You don't
don't
want to. You don't want to risk exploring something
Why is-
new.
Why is it your spot?
they have, I think, really tall beer, which is yummy,
Oh, it's
and
for
I
the
like
beer,
their
not the
wings. No, I love their lemon pepper. I always do half and half.
Sam,
I
you
like
know they
wings,
they
though.
sell that dressing in Kroger and HEB.
I did see that, but I don't think it
It's
would
good.
taste as
It's still not
good.
the same.
Like,
It's
yeah,
pretty close.
if I was at home.
I've been buying it. It's good.
Oh, really?
Oh, by the way, they have, they've had Chick-fil-A sauce for a while now in the stores.
Oh, yes.
I noticed in the refrigerated section where the vegetables are and the salad dressings,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A has salad dressings in the refrigerated section.
Wow.
Like their avocado lime and
Oh.
creamy salsa ranch or whatever. There's
That's-
like 3 or 4 of them.
That's the expensive salad dressing section. You know that back wall where it's refrigerated.
Oh, with to the the right,
With
not
the-
with the other
Yeah.
dressing,
It's
but
not with the other dressings. A lot of times there'll
Yeah.
be like a salad dressing in a mason jar type.
like
Right, like
Kroger.
Marie's.
Kroger's over by the vegetables
Yeah.
TJ Marzetti's.
Yes.
with that expensive milk,
Uh-huh.
the one that lasts longer. What's that called?
Oat milk?
Parmalat. Wait, the vacuum sealed milk you mean?
No, just
in the
just
aisle?
milk.
No,
but
it's the unpasteurized one or something like that.
the glass bottle
There's
milk?
also the other one. This is red. It's the red one, Horizon or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
normal,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like a lot of
Red
times
and white.
it lasts
In the
longer.
refrigerators.
It's over on that side.
They should literally have an aisle called Fancy Pants. You know, just where you can get
It's
all
called
the
Trader
goods.
Joe's
Yeah, that's a whole store.
or Whole Foods. Whole Foods actually.
I was going to say,
Whole Foods would be
Yeah.
But Whole Foods, you can't find some of the basic stuff you want. Like, I want Snuggle
It's true.
dryer sheets and
They're
Gain
expensive.
detergent. I'm not going to find that at Whole Foods.
I live within walking distance of a Whole Foods, and I refuse to shop there because the prices are so
Yeah.
outrageous.
But what about the meat? Isn't it supposed to be better? 'Cause it's
Don't
Whole
taste any better
Foods.
than the HEB meat.
All right. Well,
HEB's
fair point.
really good too. They're prime. Central Market.
I love me some Central Market.
I'm never in the neighborhood
Man,
of Central Market to ever go there. And if I'm there, it's almost like if I've gone on a trip and I'm really shopping a lot. Like I'm looking at everything because I've not been in there in so long. I'm like, oh man.
I'm not a big
Where am I
soup
right
guy.
now?
You can make a sandwich.
I've been there for 3 hours.
The soup in it, the soups.
Serious.
Oh my God, you got to get there like before noon though, because people grab them all up. But their tortilla soup is perhaps the
I'm always
best
there.
I've ever had.
They always keep putting that lady keeps putting that big
tub.
tub in there. It
Yeah.
always keeps it going.
I must get between cycles,
You're like, where's
but their tortilla soup is the bomb.
they have
I
a
mean, it
huge
is the
line
best.
for sandwiches. Mm-hmm. And the sandwich is like was it $9?
Yeah, but they custom make them to your
And
design.
you pick whatever you want. You
That's
pick
why
the
there's a
breads,
line.
pick the meats, all the stuff. I'm the word. I'm so basic.
We got the meat.
I'm basic Betty. I just pick like 3 things. Most people have like they put
Their
20 things
sandwiches
on
are
it.
so
I'm
big.
like, I just want the roast beef on Italian white with some mayo and
And they're like, you got
provolone.
line for that? You could make that at
and some
home.
arugula.
Yeah.
That's it.
We want you if you're going to get some
Somehow-
creamy spinach pesto spread.
It tastes better from
with some
them.
bean sprouts.
But I'm with you, Rolla. Like, I mean, if I'm in that area, it's so seldom.
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, it's like a trip. I'm like I'm visiting something new that I've never seen. Like I'm like an alien in there. I'm like, wow, look at what they have over there. Oh, what's this section?
I guess I'm just lucky it's right next to
Yeah,
my
it's in
place
your area.
where I live.
There is a brand of refrigerated ranch that I started buying a few years ago called Lighthouse Homestyle Ranch. And it looks so good in the glass jar. Now they have plastic squeezable if you buy a lot of ranch, if you eat a lot. So I was thinking, okay, well, we have a pretty big family. Let me get this big old plastic one. Every damn time I have to throw it away because it expires. We don't eat it fast enough.
Yep.
We just are not ranch eaters. Like I
Yeah.
forget almost that I have
You
it.
have to like have the Hidden Valley because
Yeah.
there's so many
Oh,
preservatives.
but I
to
can't do
keep it.
Hidden Valley.
Hidden
I can't
Valley
do
is
stuff
the-
that's been
That's the
sitting on the
OG ranch.
refrigerator
Yeah, but
shelf.
Hidden Valley is the worst one for you. I was watching this
What?
video. Yeah, they
Oh,
said.
You gotta kill everything, man.
I'm
it's
sorry.
just seasoning spices. Put it in some
No,
mayonnaise and
it's
some
got
sour
all
cream.
that-
Mix it up and make your fresh ranch.
It's like literally the worst ranch dressing for you.
I
Someone said
taste
Whole
the
Foods,
best.
a.k.a. whole paycheck.
Yeah. That's great.
I saw something on my phone. Was it yesterday or I think it was yesterday. It was our anniversary of going to Taste of Texas.
Oh, last
Remember
year?
it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Was it 2 years ago? Oh, yeah. Did we not go last year? We did not go last
We
year.
didn't go last
Yeah, it was
year,
like 2
I
years.
think.
Remember, because we never,
Yes,
we never went there as a group.
Ahmad had never
Yeah.
been there. Kevin, was
I
that your
know-
first time there? Or Sam, that was your first
Yep,
time?
I've never been.
I'm
Taste of
like,
Texas
There's pictures
is
of us
a-
in the because you go in the back, you can pick your meat.
Oh,
Remember they
that's
put that
right.
little tag on it. We're all holding our
For steaks.
tomahawks.
Goodness.
Okay, let me tell you something about Taste of Texas. A little 30-second Houston personal here. It is the only location. It is a family that created this steakhouse. It started small, and it ended up becoming this giant Texas museum. Their original location, I can't remember where somebody told me it was because I can't even believe it used to be there. It was like in a little neighborhood street, like close to the Beltway off Memorial. Then they moved to I-10, like where the Big Papacitos is and the Big Papado. You're going to see Taste of Texas. Ed and Nina Hindi own that restaurant, and they have such a love for Texas history. They invited me and Eric to go there when Nina won the auction to have the chapel doors from the actual Alamo installed into the restaurant.
Wow.
They beat the Alamo. in
Did they
bidding.
outbid the Alamo on the doors?
Yeah.
And their
Imagine
entire
the Alamo
restaurant.
So the Alamo's
we got beat by a
doors.
steakhouse.
Yes.
The Alamo's doors are literally inside
Well,
this restaurant.
The chapel
doors to the
doors.
chapel.
The chapel
Where the
doors.
people hid. They
Oh,
locked
okay.
them.
Yeah.
They have a whole
Still.
story about it.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, Phil Collins had made the news years ago because it was such an unlikely celebrity to own all this Texas memorabilia from
Yeah.
Texas
He's really into it.
wars.
Yeah, why would you pick that?
And then he sold off some of his stuff. And over the years, Nina has just collected all these things. And so they've had to shut down the windows. They've had to restructure the restaurant where they don't have windows anymore because A, the sunlight, because a lot of stuff in there is museum quality stuff.
Yeah,
you
you don't
don't
want
want
it
the sunlight getting
damaged.
it. And B, they want you breaking in there and stealing it.
Yeah.
Because they have so much stuff. And if you've never been to this restaurant, I urge you to go when they do the holiday flip. It's almost like Disney. Disney will flip from Halloween to Christmas in one night. It takes them more than one night, but you will get the best pictures at Christmas dinner between November, whatever day, all the way till January, because that restaurant flips every tiny detail into Christmas. If there is something framed on the wall that's way up high that was like a wagon wheel picture, a picture of a wagon wheel, now it's been flipped into a Christmas wreath picture.
amazing.
Like they do not leave any detail unnoticed or unflipped for
They
Christmas.
put a
It's
Santa
unbelievable.
Claus hat on Davy Crockett.
No
I think that
way.
was
Coonskin cap. Yeah.
And they just
I
transform
think
it
they have
into
a
one.
Davy
Just
Crockett.
kidding.
Maybe on the bear.
I just
that big bear
I
there.
love that story of them so much. They're such a nice family, and they were so
how,
nice.
How many kids go there every day, right?
Oh yeah, I don't think you'll know this.
It's like
Hundreds
a
of
field trip?
thousands, hundreds of thousands of kids and
Houstonians.
adult children right now listening. Probably like, oh yeah, I did that. My kids do that. School districts will go to Taste of Texas, and Nina will give them a Texas history lesson and feed them.
And you get food.
That's wild.
Yes,
That's so
I think
cool.
it's 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, or 4th and 5th graders. I don't know what grade it is, but oh my gosh!
Wow.
And you can do this too. You can do a day Texas history tour with Nina.
One place you don't mind waiting. If you got to wait like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Well, don't go there like a rookie and say, "Hi, we have a table for 6 at 7. What time are you going to eat?" You're eating at 10 p.m.
The next day.
Make a reservation. Anyway, a little Houston love there. Okay, coming up today on the Roula and Ryan Show, we've got the rapid fire quiz at 8 o'clock this morning. Let's see who's going to win these Disney Junior live on tour tickets, or who just wants to play along and see if Eric throws a fit.
If it explodes.
That's really how it goes. Taylor toss up Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday. We do it every day. Taylor toss up. Thorny Thursday, Freaky Friday. We'll give you more details on that.
Freaky Friday, that sounds something P.Diddy would call.
And we'll talk about that too.
Oh, yeah.
His charges are so bad, I can't even play the audio of the U.S. Attorney who's reading them off. I have to give you the very, very lightened version of them.
Why don't you take all
How
of
is he going to escape this?
Take all of the audio and transcribe it and put it in ChatGPT and say, make this sound G-rated.
It's just going to talk about baby oil,
Lots of baby oil.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
like a tanker of it.
Let's just
If you have
get
stock
on
in
with
that,
the day.
sell and sell, sell. It's going to go down. No one's
Here's your
gonna-
weather for today, kids.
All right, it is going to be lots of sunshine, high in the mid 90s. Right now, 77 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Keep your radio right here
Time for your daily scoop. Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. And don't forget, between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., another Taylor Toss-Up Day where we give you 5 chances to become a finalist for the Miami Eras Tour date when she comes back to North America. And it is airfare, it is hotel, it is tickets to the show if you are the grand prize winner. But you want to be a finalist for that. And that's why we do the Taylor Toss-Up 5 times a day. Now, that doesn't mean we get 5 winners every day. We give you 5 chances to win. You know, not everybody knows it right out of the box. It's 3 very, very smashed up Taylor Swift songs. You have to really listen carefully so you identify all 3 of those in order with the full title correctly in 15 seconds. So yesterday, the girl that we had on that one, she said that she recorded it from the time that somebody didn't get it, and she listened to it for an hour with her friend, and they tried to dissect it, and that's how they figured it out.
They did it right.
I thought you went to a fan club site. I said, hey, guys, what do you think of this?
See, the clips are
that's what I
so
do.
short, you can't just run them through an app and say, here, what is this? Because most of those apps, they need a couple of seconds.
But if you know her music, you pretty much, I think, would know if you had time.
Right. And that's
But you
what
only
we
get
were doing,
15
making a whole
seconds.
project. You know, we had to have the whole family involved. You know, we had a dad win for his daughter.
Yep.
We had a grandma win, a woman who is also a grandma, but she won for her adult daughter. Anyway, so we'll see when that happens. You would know exactly the times if you were a KRBE VIP insider. We email you the times a day. So it's 5 times a day, 7 to 7. All right. So Sean Diddy Combs has been charged with racketeering, which is basically, disguising a business for profit or extortion.
See, that's the thing that's going to get him. When the government goes after you for racketeering and they're doing that old RICO Act, I mean,
What's
they're...
RICO Act?
It's
That sounds
basically
of anarchy.
Yeah, it's a federal. I mean,
don't know that.
they're
They
basically
can get everybody that way.
Yeah, they're going for a federal crime here. I mean, he's in deep doo-doo for that
Sex
one.
trafficking, prostitution, racketeering. He's being held without bail. He faces life in prison if convicted. And the judge was not swayed by the offer to pay a $50 million bond.
He probably makes that in
wear
interest a
an
month.
ankle monitor, and limit his travel to South Florida and New York City. They said, nope, you're sleeping in jail
You know why, though?
because
It's not because they're worried about it being a
Flight
flight risk.
risk.
They're not worried about that at all. They're worried about him being out and calling these people and scaring them and threatening
Intimidating.
them.
right, because
'Cause
he
they're
did
like,
do
Or
that.
buying them
He's
off.
done that. They're worried about that. They're not worried about him leaving because they know they can stop
Right,
that.
because they can control him in
They
prison.
can't control him
outside
when he
of
gets on a
prison.
phone. Somebody gives
You're
him a cell
right.
phone. He's going
You're
think
right.
about.
Yeah.
He's fighting for his life. He's going to threaten and do what.
Yeah, like,
Oh, yeah.
he's
And
already done that.
Yes, he's already
probably
accused
Yeah.
of doing that, of trying to scare witnesses or shut them down with money. The indictment accuses Puff Daddy, Sean Puffy Combs, of forced labor, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice. And this is all just the basic words for it. But when the U.S. attorney had made his statement publicly yesterday, it was really bad. The things that Diddy has done over the years, making men and women do things under the guise of fear, control, money, drugs.
Baby oil.
Baby
It's
oil.
crazy. When there are allegations that he had these giant parties, and they're not even parties.
For days.
I think it was just like a group of people that he forced into this thing so he could just observe.
There's a name of them.
And there's this story, okay? There's a story about this. Now, if the story was totally made up, then this would not be fact. But what is fact is when they confiscated his stuff at his house, they found drugs, they found firearms with defaced serial numbers, and they found 1,000 bottles of lubricants.
Oh, my gosh.
So the story that we had to put in ChatGPT because it's really bad. ChatGPT, Eric said, put this in terms like you're trying to explain it to a kid.
Can you do
you're
it,
trying
can
to
you do
clean
it in
it
a
up.
storyteller voice?
I said, do it as kind of G-rated, but I'm like, I don't know if ChatGPT understands what G-rated means.
Right,
I'm sure
right.
it does. And I just said, like you're telling a 6-year-old.
So here's how ChatGPT said it.
Okay.
All these dirty things you can look up yourself. All
If you
the
have
details.
to explain this to your kid, they go, who's this P. Diddy guy?
It says, all right, kids. So there's this guy named Sean Diddy Combs, and he used to be super famous, making fun music that a lot of people loved. But now he's in some big trouble because some grown-up rules got broken. The police think he did some really bad things, like being mean to others and not following the rules about how we treat people. He's in a place where people go when they need to figure out if they did something wrong. And now he's going to try to show everyone that he's really a good person, even though it sounds like he might have made some not so good choices. Remember, it's always important to be kind and follow the rules, okay?
I'm sure that
I
a lot,
like that. Sounds a lot better.
a lot of comedians are going to be making jokes left and right, but I think once we start hearing the court transcripts of some of these charges, we're going to realize just how serious this is and how many lives were destroyed.
And the witnesses and what they have to say,
And he didn't do it alone.
they're going to have to
No,
cut
we
away from
always
the
have to have
court.
somebody getting the
What
people
about that guy with
to
that
control
umbrella that
them.
he always followed him? Where's he at?
Okay, listen to this. This is the
That guy just disappeared
lawyer
out of
The
nowhere.
umbrella
for
man.
Sean Combs outside the courthouse yesterday with the press after the charges had been read. And this guy, if you're going to represent somebody that has this many terrible allegations, you got to you're going balls to the wall. You're going to go all the way with this. You're going to be like, nope, I'm just going to be emphatic in my stance because you don't have a choice. If you're going to represent this guy, you don't have a choice. You have to sound this confident.
That's like
Listen to how
politicians.
this guy, Mark Agnifilo, I think is his name, Agnifilo,
He was all over CNN
Agnifilo,
and all the channels.
is determined that he's innocent. Sean Combs innocent. Here's what he said.
We're going to keep fighting. We're going to fight till we get him out.
Do you feel like the judge is going to, change their mind from yesterday? I mean, what's the biggest change from today to tomorrow?
It's a different judge. It's a bail appeal, and we think we'll do well on appeal.
Oh, there was a little piece there in the end. I thought that maybe there was a different thing. It's like, he's an innocent man. We're going to keep fighting until he's out free man. And we're like, you are crazy. I mean, I get you're innocent until proven guilty, and there could be circumstantial, all these things, but you can't have this many people say this many things and then find the evidence for that many things and skate out of there. Because if you did skate out of there, in the court of public trial right now, most everybody who's reading this is like, there's no way he's going to get away with
Roula,
this.
what was the first thing to take him down? Like, what was the one incident where this
Was
is
it
what
the
put him on the
Cassie? It was
radar?
a Cassie video. The video in the
the video
hotel
with the
of
towel?
him striking
I thought that
Cassie
just
when she's
came out,
trying to
like,
run away from her.
A few months ago, though. This was a year
There's
ago.
been rumors about.
But that video didn't come
But
out till
she
like
had
5 months
started
ago.
that years ago, and nobody was believing her. And then that, I think, started the ripple effect.
Well, he started paying people off a while ago, and then I think probably Cassie is the most famed individual who has brought him into the
Spotlight.
That's what I was wondering. There had to be a tipping point because you remember with Harvey Weinstein, it was Anthony Rapp who he was popular in Rent. The guy
if
from
you
Star
watched
Trek.
Adventures in Babysitting the original, he was the kid's friend.
And he was the one that
Fine,
accused Harvey Weinstein. So there's always that one person that speaks out against. Now I was wondering, what was the thing that put Diddy on the radar?
Was he ever? Was it? Or was it Kevin Spacey that guy had a problem with?
Kevin Spacey. You're right. Not Weinstein. You're right. You're totally right.
Weinstein wasn't gay. He was.
When you said about Weinstein, I was crossing my stories.
It was
'cause
Kevin
Harvey
Spacey.
Weinstein's one that would like
Yeah. I'm sorry
assault
about
women. But yes,
Unfortunately, there's so many of these perverts and
You can't keep them straight.
creeps out there.
and look at the Nickelodeon
track of
guys.
them.
The documentary about the Nickelodeon guys. I mean,
Never let
what's-
my kid be in those Nickelodeon shows.
I mean, really,
anybody.
somebody has to be a kid star. Somebody has to be a kid actor because they always do kid actors, right? Somebody has to do it.
And there's
Kinda
usually a parent
somebody has to
pushing
be a
them.
quarterback. Somebody has to go to the NFL and play football eventually.
Right.
There's a kid right now who's 7 years old who's playing football who in 20 years could be in the NFL for 5 years already or 3 years already. We don't know, but somebody has to do it. There's gonna be another kid actor, so it makes you think, oh my God. You have all these horrible stories of what happens in entertainment. I don't think I want my kid in this. But somebody's got to make the money. Somebody's like, I volunteer as tribute. Make me a Disney star.
You think I don't worry about this stuff every day of my life with my daughter being an actress?
She's an adult now.
I know
I'm
she's
talking
an
about
adult,
people who are kids and they have kids and they want their kids are striving to be something. Like you want them to hopefully to go down the right path and not be compromised and not be put in a bad place.
And now they do all auditions or Zoom.
Yeah, that's what Faith's been telling me.
They don't do it in public, so it's hard for them to
massage.
No, I mean,
hey, come to my hotel room and read the script and I'll
you're
massage
really
you.
good. Why don't we meet up for coffee at my hotel?
Well, that's usually a callback is what they'll do because,
gross.
I mean, it's really interesting just talking to my daughter about how the whole Hollywood scene works now, and you're so spot on. I'd be like, Faith, what'd you do today? Did you go on an audition? She, just got a Zoom.
A lot of times, or you just record them now and send it to them.
We got to Zoom.
Yep.
Somebody on text.
Daddy, I have your credit card.
No.
Then you're like, wait a minute. You're doing all that? You could have stayed here for free?
Yeah.
To her credit. Oh, I know.
You're like, you paid all
Zoom
that
from here.
But to her credit, I mean, I just having her off the payroll, it's been about a year since she's been off the payroll, so it's like, it's nice.
Well, there you go. That's why you have so much more money than us. We have lots
I
of
do not
kids.
have much more money than you.
We have kids.
He's got stepkids now.
Oh yeah.
that's
You got
great.
for
He's
everybody.
got a lot of people
Back
back on the
Daddy,
payroll.
Silver Daddy is a stepdaddy too. A lot
Fence
of
daddy. You're a lot of
girls.
daddy over there.
Daddy.
A whole bunch of daddy over there.
I'm just daddy.
Oh, listen.
Daddy out of war, but out of bucks.
Not that I ever want to cross.
bucks.
We're out of bucks. Not that I want to cross over what we always do on the air with my personal life, but that's just how our life lives. Remember those blankets I gave you guys for Christmas last year?
Oh, they were wonderful.
Super furry, soft. Most everybody who has a dog in
Very
this
nice.
in this radio station, their
Yep.
dog loves it. My husband was so cold the other day when he was asleep. You can tell your mate's freezing when the shoulders are shrugged and they're just sleeping frozen like a plank because it was pretty cold and it was hitting him on his side of the bed. So I was like, "Are you cold?" And he goes, "I'm freezing." And so he goes, "We have a blanket," and I put that blanket on. I go, "Here you go, fur daddy. Here's your fur coat."
You should cut a hole in the middle so you could put it on like a poncho or something.
I know we could, but then I destroyed the blanket. That's amazing. And I don't think we're going to find those blankets again, guys. That's throwing out of business.
I do have to thank you for that. That is a wonderful blanket.
It's amazing, right?
Yes.
That was
Thank
one of
you.
the best
So comfy.
purchases
However,
ever.
you can't be taller than 5'6".
It's a throw. It's a throw. It's not a full blanket.
And I give mine to my daughter. I'm like, I'm too tall
You can
for
just
this.
put it on you on the couch.
It's either my crotch is warm or my chest. I got to decide.
Well,
It's a
I mean, I
throw.
fit underneath of it, but y'all don't.
You can wrap it around you.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you ever like curl up on the couch like, almost like you're like an embryo? You just like,
Yeah.
Only if
pull
I'm
your
sick.
legs up.
It's 5 feet. It's 60 inches. That throw. That's,
Yeah, but I want it up to
you
my
can curl
neck.
up. So put it around your head like a big fur. Like a babushka or whatever
Like
they
in
call it.
Russia? Those big Russian
Like
hats?
a big fur.
There's Eric with a
Please have your
gigantic
wife take a
turban.
picture of you with that blanket around your head like a babushka
He
while
looks
you
like
sleep.
a life-size Q-tip.
My wife would be like, you look like you're Ayatollah there in Iran.
Keeps my neck warm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're changing subjects here because coming up next, there is a theory that is being explained, and it's called the granny panty theory of love. What does this mean?
Sounds like a song.
Granny panty theory of love.
Steve Miller Band.
So awkward.
Got
But
that
we'll
granny
explain what it
panty.
is next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
It's KRBE. Let's do it with more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
All right, my friends, it's time for us to explain to you what the granny panty love theory is. The
Granny panty?
Granny
And
panty
if
love
you don't know what
theory?
granny panties are, I don't know who coined that. It sounds weird when you say
Sorry.
it.
I heard Perry.
I know, me too.
Granny
Like
Penny.
Katy Perry.
Granny Perry.
Granny
Granny
Perry.
Perry.
That's when she's old.
Granny Perry.
Yeah.
Granny
She's gonna
Perry.
have a new brand.
Panty. Panty used to be my cringe word. I don't know why. I just couldn't stand it. And then pantry is only one letter off. So if you are typing that fast and you say, I don't know, I'm in my pantry, and then I'm in my panty.
And then my question is, when these ladies that are all like in their 30s and that wear thongs all the time, when they're 80, are they still going to wear thongs or are they going to go to granny panties?
Well, maybe we have an older lady listener who
Don't you choose? You
used
go
to do
for
that.
comfort as
You
you
work
get
at a
older.
retirement home and do you see people, because I know you're going to
I mean,
end
they
up
just
seeing
don't wear
people with
anything
all
by
the,
that point.
all the Gen X,
You're like nothing.
you're going to see the tramp
you don't need
stamps.
underwear there.
You got nothing.
You're going to see the fake boobs. You're going to see a lot of things in the next 30
I
years.
should probably Google when was the term granny panty coined, because the granny panty, for those that don't know, are The really big white brief underwear you can buy in a package at like Target or Walgreens. That's how I imagine them. It's like a Hanes or a Fruit of the Loom type of basic underwear that is a brief and has a lot of coverage. It's
When
a
you
lot
say
of coverage.
The male counterpart would be the tighty whities.
I just feel like that's men's
Yes.
underwear because if you're an average in the 80s, there was not another underwear for you guys. It wasn't
That's
there.
true.
It was just all briefs.
Yeah, maybe some
Did
boxers.
they have these cool underwear choices
they
for
had
men?
boxers. They had
like
boxers.
in the 2000s, that probably came around, didn't
Yeah,
it?
like boxer briefs, I felt they'd come around to like the last 25 years.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
just plain old fashioned boxers. They've had those forever.
And, you know, it has been said, as we know, that when you are first dating somebody, you're always polished. You're always like put together and you're wearing your best under your clothes and over your under things, right? You're looking good. When you are comfortable with somebody you're dating, you might have your hair in a twist, ladies. You might not put all your makeup on. You might just put some gloss and a mascara and run out the door once you've gotten comfortable with the person that you're with. Now, that doesn't mean you're set in your ways. That just means this person, you know, likes you for you, and you don't have to wear the contoured foundation.
You walk around
and
with your Spanx.
all the things.
You have your Spanx on and still
Right.
don't have your dress on yet. And
Yes.
And run around.
Yes.
The
You can
husband
have
or
your
Spanx
Spanx on and not be dressed yet. Okay. Not everybody takes it to that extreme until you're married, but sure. The granny panty theory of love is this. It is the true intimacy and connection occurring when partners are comfortable enough to embrace each other's flaws and imperfections. Love goes beyond physical attraction to a deeper emotional bond where comfort and trust matter more than your appearance. The theory suggests that when a partner can accept their loved one in, quote, granny panties, they've reached a new level of emotional closeness.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, look, I think a lot of us, looks are what get you in the door. Obviously, you've got to be attracted, you know, for something to begin.
Personality gets you in the door, and
That's
then the
true.
looks fall into place.
But I would say...
I think attracted to that person doesn't mean like you might find that person not attractive, but I do.
Exactly.
Like
Right.
somehow we
Exactly.
Beautiful
There's got
to
be
you.
some kind of a connection, but I think that's so true. I mean, I'm at a point right now where I don't care. She could be all dolled up or she could be in her jammies. It doesn't matter. I'm just as attracted.
I feel like
We just
anybody
hear a
who,
grown man say jammies. I don't know.
jammies. I feel
I
like
know,
anybody who's
I
dating
don't know
anybody,
why.
you do know when you cross that threshold, and it's not because like that person allowed you to look like that. You decided for yourself that this is the day that I'm just going to be like, all right, you want to go grab a salad real quick or a sandwich or something? Okay, let me just put some clothes on. And then you're not like straightening your hair and like, you know, doing the whole thing. You're just like putting some clothes on, throwing on some makeup, and let's go out the door.
I think it'd be tiring as a man to be with somebody where you're like, let's go out to eat. Okay, give me one, give
gotta
me
be
an
a
hour,
production
10
every
minutes.
time.
Or give
Yes.
me, like, my wife, she's
It
like,
takes
look at that,
forever.
Eric, I got ready in less than 12 minutes.
Yeah, I've been real quick with Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I think guys
Because he's
love
like,
that more than anything, that you can get ready in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Think you're right.
Sometimes I take longer because as a guy, I don't want to put my dress shirt on until the last minute.
You don't
Don't
get wrinkles.
wrinkles.
Yeah, wrinkles.
Suffocate.
Yeah.
Lori is up
some
on the
people-
phones at 833-390-KRBE. Hello, Lori. Good morning.
Good morning.
Eric asked the question, do you think that women who enjoy to wear thongs as their regular everyday underpants are going to be wearing that like when they're 80 or so? And I said, well, maybe you're on the older spectrum of age and that was your
Are you
go-to.
80?
How old are you, Lori?
I am not 80. I'm in my 60s, and I've
Okay.
been married 45 years. So,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
he's fine with me
Congratulations.
in granny panties. They're comfortable. They cover everything. You don't get infections from wearing them.
Wait, you can get an infection from underwear?
Yes.
From thongs,
Thongs
yeah.
are
Yeah.
known to cause those.
Who knew? Wow.
Thongs are not
I guess
actually the
women did.
most healthy choice
Yeah,
Right.
you can
guys
make
don't
for
know
your
that.
underpants.
That's why you rotate them.
Well-
often.
Correct.
And I used to wear them. I mean, I used to wear thongs,
Yeah.
and I just, no. Mm-mm.
You're like, no.
So you proved my theory that after a certain age,
You go for comfort over
I've done it
appearance.
enough.
God, yes.
Oh, God, yes. Well, thanks for calling, Lori. Have a great Wednesday. We appreciate you listening
So
to
if
the
you're
Roula
60,
Ryan
though, that means
Show.
you grew up with like that underwire bra that I remember like women complained
Oh, my
about.
God. Actually,
That
Lori,
wire
you
that
grew
was
up with
hurt.
worse than what I grew up with because I feel like the underwire bra had come into its own when I started wearing underwire bras. You probably were, if you're 60, then that means you probably were in the opening, like, infant stage of the underwire bra. maybe,
I've
right?
had some wicked underwire bras.
Terrible.
They would poke
And
you in the arm.
those are going away in my life too.
Yeah.
I'm starting to go for comfort.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Thank you,
I'm
Lori.
not
You have a
60
great
and I'm
day.
going for
All right,
comfort.
thank you. Listen to y'all every morning.
Oh, thank you. Just a real quick question, Lori. Are you on your way to work, or what are you doing while you listen to us this early in the morning as a 6 o'clock?
I'm getting ready for work.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm an executive assistant.
Oh,
Nice. Good for you.
All right. Well, we appreciate you taking us along on the ride.
I'm always intrigued
Have
by
a
the
great
6
day.
o'clockers.
Me too.
Like what they do. I mean, do they actually get up just to listen to us? Or in my mind, I figure they're all just getting ready for work or they're already heading to work.
It's part of the routine, getting up and getting ready.
Like I picture them driving. I don't think of them at home making eggs. Like in movies, they show these families making, before they go to school, the moms,
The full
the moms
breakfast
go to work for a full
day.
Yeah.
a day of work, and she's there making breakfast.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
an
A
unrealistic
lot of dads
portrayal.
do that now too, but also
never
Eric,
seen a
now with
parent make that
Alexa,
stuff.
Google Dot, all that, you just tell it to turn it on in the house, and that's how you're hearing
Yeah,
it.
it's so much
Speaking of
easier now.
routines,
Yeah.
have you guys ever noticed this where you're driving into work in the morning and I'm just kind of zoned out and I'm like, oh my God, I'm here. I don't even remember driving this far.
Yeah, your brain just takes you there.
It's just muscle memory. You're used to taking that same route all the time. I'm like, oh, how did I get here already?
That's
That's
scary.
happened to me before.
You zone out.
Once when I was driving to church, I usually go 59 to Montrose, and I take that spur. And I remember when I got to the spur, I was like, that's so weird. I
don't even remember getting here.
I mean, I know I was driving, and I was cognizant when I was driving, but I just felt like it was so fast. I go, whoa, I'm already at the spur?
I'm sure there's some term for that.
There's got to be. There's got to be. If you're doing this the same thing all the time, you're like, oh, okay, well, here I am. Good thing I'm not drunk.
Here we go.
Time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Well, the Astros won 4-3 in 10 innings over the Padres. Eric, I missed this game. I'm so bummed.
I tried 8th inning with 1 out to 2 outs. They brought Hader in, which he used to play for them, so they were booing him really loud. And then he gave up. This first pitch, he threw a wild pitch, and they scored. So we tied 3-3. So at that point, I'm like, I got to go to bed. This is like 11 o'clock.
Oh, my God. That made
10:40
me
or
so
something.
mad
Then it
to
went
be
to
up
extra
that
innings.
late.
But before the 9th inning, Jose Altuve hit the ball. When he hit it, it hit his shoe and went into play. And that means it's a foul ball.
Right.
They didn't call that. They called it an out. And it ended the inning. So he's like, they're fighting with the ump. He takes off his shoe and sock. He's like, look at my foot. He put his foot up to his face.
Because it was red
And then they
from
kicked
the
him
hit.
out. So then they
that's
ejected him,
great.
even though he was right.
Yeah,
Well, that's good that we won the game then.
And then the other,
Well, we did.
In the 10th inning, we were up 4-3. The batter for the Padres got hit with the ball, but really he didn't get hit. He swung away. It didn't even hit his clothing.
So he's hamming
They
it
said
out.
he got hit. No.
Oh, come on.
And even he was mad because he wanted to bat.
Oh,
He didn't want to
okay.
be, because he's a good batter.
So they
just
just
a
put him
bad
on
call.
first.
So they put him on, they went to New York. They did the whole review, and they go, yeah, you're hit, which doesn't make sense. Everyone knows it. So the Astros are complaining. Padres, everyone's saying he didn't get hit,
Nobody was happy.
which is good, though. He went to first base. The next batter hit it.
Double
and,
play.
Kessinger took Altuve's spot, being an amazing play. Stopped it, threw it to Pena for second, and we won.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
So by that guy
Nice.
being on first to get us out.
So it was Joe Espada and Altuve got thrown out yesterday in the 9th.
We've had like 3 days in a row. Our,
The manager.
our hitting coach and our pitching coach have been kicked out.
Wow.
Can they come back the next game?
Yeah.
No,
It's just for
it's
that.
just for the
I
game.
don't know if you pay a fine
Dude,
or
it's
what.
getting crazy
Yeah.
though because we're getting closer and closer to playoff season, and it's like, oh god, what's going to happen? Like,
We're
what's
7
gonna
games.
happen?
We got a lot of injuries, though. Was
7
it
games
Ben,
to clinch.
Ben Gamel?
Wait, what'd you say, Eric?
We're 7 games. We need 7. It's like we need
7
either-
games to clinch the division.
Yeah, because Seattle either loses, we win.
How many ahead are
Okay.
we right now? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think 5.
So we're 5
So it's
games
5.
ahead.
But
we
we've
have
got a lot
7
of
games more
injuries.
to lock the
Yeah.
lead in the division.
Like today,
That's
it'll be
good.
6.
The number is
If we
6.
win it, that'll be 5.
Let's go, Stros.
How many people do we have injured, right? We've got a lot of injuries on the team, though.
I can't keep track.
It's getting better.
I know their outfielder's out
Is
now.
Chaz out? Chaz is out, right?
Yeah, he's that's okay.
And he was
He
starting
can,
to like.
he can cheer us on.
I know. He wasn't having the best time. They sent him to the Space Cowboys and they got him back. He had a good hit, but it wasn't out. And then he got hurt. Now he's out again.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay, we're gonna be fine.
It's all good.
2 weeks is playoff baseball, and then the Texans are kicking butt.
We can do this.
Special K, you got a prank caller or telemarketer turnaround? What you got for us next?
Telemarketer.
Robocall.
Telemarketer turnaround.
Oh, I love
today. Eloise is trying to keep that Instagram from them. They really want my Instagram
Does she have a new nickname?
It's always been Penny Baker Booty Shaker 69.
Oh, my.
Does she wear thongs?
Is that her username?
Oh, no.
Never
Let's hear
tell.
this next on the Roula and Ryan Show.